Good afternoon. Welcome back to my channel. We're posting on both channels. Karamullah Kadwani, the original channel that was started some time ago, and of course my new channel, Frag-rant, that is Frag hyphen RANT, Frag-rant. So we're going to be reviewing two of my favorite Amouage perfumes today. It's going to be a slightly longer video. Most of the perfumes that I'm reviewing now are more dressed up, and so I thought it was appropriate for me to kind of dress up for the review. The first perfume that we're going to be diving into is from the house. They're both from the house of Amouage. The first perfume is Boundless Man. The release date was 2021, a newer fragrance to the house of Amouage. It's by no means a brand new release, but yes, so the release date was 2021. One of my favorite, how do you say it? One of my favorite perfumers in the business, Karine Winshon Spanner, who's the nose behind the fragrance. We'll quickly dive into the top notes. We'll discuss the notes. There are many notes for the upcoming videos that I shall not be, I'll try not to be repetitive in notes that we've already discussed. We have discussed cardamom a few times yesterday, also for Journeyman. So if you haven't watched the video, please go watch the review for Journeyman, in which we discuss what cardamom would bring to a fragrance. So the top notes here are cardamom, which we've already discussed, and I would request you to watch some of the previous reviews so you get a fair idea on what cardamom, what nuances cardamom would bring to a fragrance. The other ingredient here in the top notes is blood orange. The scent of blood orange as a fragrance note is often described as a harmonious blend of citrusy, sweet and tangy notes, accompanied by a subtle bitterness that adds depth and complexity. The zesty and invigorating aroma of the blood orange peel can be likened to a burst of sunshine, evoking feelings of energy and positivity. The unique scent is a result of volatile aromatic compounds present in the rind of the blood orange fruit. You then have ginger. In perfumery, ginger is used to add warmth, spiciness and depth to fragrances. It acts as a top note or middle note, contributing a fresh, zesty and slightly spicy scent that blends wonderfully with other ingredients including citrus, florals and woods. Elemi is regarded as a top or middle note in perfumery with its fresh, slightly spicy and balsamic aroma. It contributes depth and complexity to a fragrance and is frequently blended with other notes to create a balanced scent. Additionally, Elemi can be used as a fixative to extend the longevity of a fragrance. The heart notes we get into are bourbon vanilla. What bourbon vanilla brings is its olfactory notes, which are round, sweet and gourmand, revealing the character of elegant, sensual and jovial women. In a classic version or in a collector's version, vanilla bourbon is a highly addictive fragrance that is pleasant to wear by day as it is by night. Benzoin, primarily used in oriental, amber or gourmand perfumes, benzoin imparts roundness, warmth and sensual vanilla notes. It is also an excellent fixative. A prime example of a perfume showcasing benzoin is Guerlain's Shalimar, which features benzoin in the base notes alongside vanilla, sandalwood and tonka bean. As mentioned earlier, Guerlain's, if in my opinion, it's one of the houses that does vanilla best, and Shalimar is a reference fragrance for that reason. Base notes, tobacco. We've already dived deep in previous videos. Most of the videos that I'm trying to cover have the note of tobacco, and my personal request, a humble suggestion to ask you to go watch my previous reviews in which we discussed tobacco at length. Myrrh perfumery note is deeply resinous, balsamic and slightly smoky with hints of earthiness and a subtle spicy sweetiness. So all the notes that I have been kind of dwelling deep into with the house of Amouage, I see that one note lends to the other and to the other and to the other and to the other. So you have notes that are balanced in perfect harmony to accentuate the different nuances of the fragrance and extend the life longevity of the nuances that you're getting with a particular fragrance. In scents, again, we've already dived deep in my previous videos. Cacao allows indulgence in chocolate without guilt and acts as an olfactory comforter. It emits powerful spicy aromas that captivate the senses. Cacao Absolute also presents bitter and balsamic fragrances. Gaiac Wood has a distinct scent profile that can be described as smoky, woody, and slightly sweet or balsamic. Its rich and complex aroma adds depth and character, creating luxurious and sophisticated fragrances, most often identified as a base note. Gaiac Wood provides a long-lasting and rich scent that enhances the overall aromatic composition, and here it is used in the base. Patchouli, the scent of patchouli is earthy, spicy, and slightly sweet, and its essential oil is potent, often used in perfumes, soaps, and candles. Perfumers use patchouli for its versatility as a base note, long-lasting quality, rich scent profile, and natural insect-repelling properties. I didn't know that. Now I do. There is also the chocolate cakey type patchoulis, as Sebastian from the Perfume Guy refers to, which will soon follow in carried over into the next perfume that we are going to discuss, which is Overture Man by the House of Amouage. You see the bottle here. We are now discussing Boundless, in which you have the patchouli with the earthy, spicy, and slightly sweet profile. Vetiver is described as smelling warm and dry and conveying earthy, woody, leather, balsamic, and smoky notes. Papyrus, modern interpretations in contemporary perfumery. Papyrus is used for its refined woody character. It is often found in woody, oriental, and chypre fragrances, where it adds depth, a dry sophistication, and a hint of the exotic. Oak moss. Oak moss is a beloved base note in the perfume world for its strong, woody, earthy aroma. An oak moss scent feels like walking through the wet forest of mossy trunks. The use of essential oil extracted from oak tree moss in perfumery dates back to the 12th century. It's an essential, unique scent in the chypre type of scent. Oak moss, as far as I recollect, goes back into the history of fragrances, as we just mentioned. Earlier, there were no restrictions by IFRA on using the amounts of oak moss that you could in a composition, and probably because of 0.1% adversity skin reactions on people, they super limited the amount of oak moss that can be used in perfumery. A house that does oak moss best is also Roja Perfumes. Roger Dove does have a deep knowledge of the past fragrances, and I think his creations are masterpieces entirely. The attire for this is dressed up, as you can see. Winter fall fragrance, cooler autumn nights should do it. Day and night doesn't matter. You could wear this fragrance any time of the day, if you ask me, and either which ways. So you don't have restrictions on genders, you don't have restrictions on time, you don't have restrictions on any of the facets of perfumery. Anybody can wear anything they want, anywhere they want. Longevity with this fragrance is 8+ hours, as with 10 into the 10th hour mark. As with all Amouage fragrances, the longevity is good. Projection and sillage, I would not say is massive. Probably a 7.5 out of 10. So what is the fragrance all about? let's discuss this. Let's get into this. So definitely get the blood orange opening with the cardamom, the ginger, CO2, and LME. So nothing groundbreaking for the fragrance connoisseur, but the proportions must be appreciated. I'd like to give an example. Say, for example, we ask two family members or friends or people. Say, for example, we have that relationship kind of with. To prepare a dish, you can ask two different people completely, and the way it turns out is going to be different. It's not going to be the same, and probably you'll end up with a bias of liking one more than the other. Here, the final outcome is done to perfection. The proportions that are used are commendable. Blood orange stays for about 5 to 7 minutes, but it isn't the star note of the composition. The star note, if anything, is the ginger CO2 extract, which is quite different from the regular ginger note in perfumery, in which it is more potent, warm, and spicy. Cardamom is also a spice, but has more of the sweet nuances in this one rather than the green, pungent, aromatic. So kind of balances the spiciness from going overboard. You know what we say about the balancing act on this channel. I like a balancing act. I don't like proportions going out in any composition, and this, again, as I mentioned earlier, is done to perfection. Cardamom is also quite a spice, but has more of the sweet. I think we've already discussed this. I'm sorry for repeating myself. Real warm, spicy, masculine fragrance, and big credit to the ginger CO2 extract in this composition. Alimi brings about the sweet ambery nuances in the mid composed mainly of absolutes. Papyrus and gaiac also making their appearance in the mid, making this a woody, spicy amber scent. Depending on where you are with your fragrance journey, this one is a must have to your collection, if you ask me, because it's unique. Perhaps because of the way it's constructed. However, the base is really where the perfume shines. Well-balanced tobacco with smoky nuances from the gaiac wood. Vetiver gives it a grassy green nuance, adding further to the smokiness of the composition, but again not going overboard. The chocolate cakey type patchouli not causing any disruptions. Patchouli can take over a fragrance, is a very strong note to work with, but here it does not cause any disruptions, but rather supports the composition well with, and the cacao note further accentuates the chocolate cakey like patchouli nuances, right? Oak moss giving it a green mossy feel. Incense screams Amouage, with myrrh adding to the magical oriental DNA that Amouage is so well renowned for. It is a masculine but does not scream masculine. A well balanced composition. Nothing seems to break the harmony of the composition. Nothing is overdone. All the proportions are just perfect in this imperfect world we live in today. Must have to the collection. If you would allow me to, I would like to show you the presentation for this. Comes in the newer packaging, as I mentioned yesterday in the review for Journeyman. This is the fairly new packaging, so the sleeve comes off like so, very easily. I would like to show you the presentation. That's what the sleeve looks like on the front side, and on the back side you have a lot of details, I think, pertaining to the House of Amouage. I shall keep this away because my table is really cluttered today, as I wanted to get 2 reviews out of the way. The box itself, the design around the box, very simplistic yet elegant, says Amouage in the back. Of course reads out Amouage with the Emperor seal and the Gift of Kings in the front. It's a very nice textured box, and so you open the box like so, and the perfume sits in the housing here. It's pretty snug. I will not pull any stunts to prevent a fall injury to the perfume bottle. This is what the bottle actually looks like. I hope it's focusing. If it's not, I'll try to do this for you. It's a beautiful gradient red with very light undertones, I'd say. We have our test strips hopefully somewhere here. and I shall be spraying this for the sake of this review. So you can see the atomizers. As we mentioned yesterday, with the house of Amouage, they might not be the massive cloud kind of atomizers, but the juice and the I think how do I want to say it? The juice and the kind of the density of the oils in the perfume is next to none. A little goes a long way. Definitely blood orange, definitely spicy, does settle to an ambery kind of smoky tobacco. I do love this fragrance. Most of my fragrances from the house of Amouage are older purchases, and I'm kind of revisiting them, falling in love with them all over again, and gives me a reason to support this in the cooler nights, inshallah. I'm not going to conclude this video just as yet, or maybe I will shoot overture in another video so we can control the timings that go into. In conclusion, I'd like to say that this is definitely for the niche fragrance connoisseur who appreciates the note of tobacco. So this is, just to summarize, that this is a tobacco with incense, chocolate cakey patchouli, cacao supporting the chocolate cakey patchouli here, spicy for sure with alumi, cardamom and ginger CO2 extract. But it's well balanced, as we mentioned. It's ambery properties and bourbon vanilla. It's a winner for sure. Till the next time, your host Karamullah Kadwani signing out. Thank you very much for staying with me till the end. Hope to see you the next time in another in-depth review of more legendary creations. Please do like, share, subscribe to my channel. It helps support the channel, and hit the notifications bell so you get updated every time I do upload a video, and inshallah I plan on doing more regular uploads. So stay in tune. God bless you. Stay safe. Amen. Inshallah. Till the next time, your host signing out. Thank you.